Welcome to our series of webinars presented by FrontRunner Professional. I'm Mark Miatello, Customer Support Representative with FrontRunner Professional. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to join us for this webinar. Also joining us on the panel once again, Stephanie Christoph will be doing the actual work that you will see on your screen. And in this webinar, we are going to be reviewing databases. Now, detailed information on everything that we're about to show you is available in the online manuals. Can't stress enough that step-by-step processes to do anything in the IMS are available in the online manual. And if you haven't had a chance to look at the manual, put some time aside and see what's available to you there. It's a great tool. It's right there at any time you need it. And to access the manual, just select the Main tab, then Help Desk, and finally User Manual. And be sure to check the Virtual Learning Center on a regular basis. We're going to be adding new webinars and training videos on a regular basis. Now, back to the databases. The databases help speed up the record entry process. You can add to your databases directly from the record you're currently working on, or you can build these databases by entering the information directly by going to System Settings and selecting Databases. And that's what we're going to do. You can select System Settings up in the upper right-hand corner, and then go over and select Databases. Now, the first one we'll look at is the physicians listings. To add a new entry to the database, select the Add Physician button in the top right corner. And here you will enter the physician's name. You can also enter their license number and address if this is pertinent to your record keeping. Select whether your entry is a medical examiner or certifier. We'll be getting down to that list as Stephanie works through here. And here you can see the classification for the examiner or certifier. When all is done, make sure you click on the Save button, and then you're going to see the name of the physician in the list in the middle of the screen. And there you have that list there. Now, if you'd like to edit any existing entry in any of your databases, simply select the entry from the list and edit the information in the panel on the right once the entry is opened. Now we'll move over to the clergy members. Again, click the Add Clergy Member button in the top right-hand corner. You can enter the name of the clergy member, enter their email address for the member if applicable, and be sure to place a check mark inside the Disable Notification box if you do not want an email sent to the clergy member 1 week prior to the anniversary of a death. When complete, make sure you select the Save button. And we'll move over to charities. Once again, when you're in the screen, you can click on the Add Charity button. This way you can add a new entry, or if you have some in there already, you can select the entry that needs to be edited from the list on the left. Enter the information requested on the form. You do have a few options here. Now, number one, visible. Default is that the charity will be visible for donations, but if you need it off the site temporarily for any reason, you can hide the charity from view. The name of the charity, obviously. Make checks payable to. Now this, you'll enter who will be made payable to, obviously, and you need to do that only if it's different from the name of the charity. Charitable registration number. Enter the registration number, which can be found on the charity's website. Use Charity from Memorial Donations database allows you to associate the charity that you are adding with one of the charities that are registered to accept credit card payments. The auto detect function will match the name you enter with our database and try to make a connection. You can also manually make the association by choosing the charity from the drop-down list. Now the fulfillment method. Since you're entering information for visitors to donate by check, it's important to select where the check needs to be sent. You choose either to send the check to the funeral home or the charity, or both for that matter. If you choose that the check will be sent to the funeral home, you don't need to fill out the mailing address information, but if the check is to be sent to the charity, you'll have to fill in that mailing address information. Contact information for the charity can be entered, but it is not mandatory for the system, and the notes field is used as a description on the website. And this will actually show when people are making a donation. This will come up as information for the charity. And of course, anything can be entered in here, especially if it's a local trust fund or something like that. Once you're done, make sure you save. And the information will pop up in the middle column for you there. We'll move on to locations now. Locations database will include all the locations you deal with on a regular basis. Churches, cemeteries, hospitals, nursing homes, reception locations, that sort of thing. Click on the name of the location you wish to edit, or click the Add Location button. Fill in the required information. Now, when you fill in the complete address information, there'll be a map generated for the public to access on the in the Book of Memories. This helps visitors with directions on where they need to go, obviously. And you can also add in additional directions that will be displayed to help your visitors find the location in question. GPS coordinates can be used when you have a rural location with no actual street address. If the location being entered is specific for the record you're currently working on, you may select the For Current Record Only checkbox. And make sure that you specify which type of location you're entering and check all that apply. And then once again, save, of course. Now, the cities database is only to be used if we're missing any local or rural cities or towns in our preloaded cities database. You may never use it, but it is available should you ever need to. The industries database simply captures the names of industries that the deceased were working in, such as healthcare, education, government, that sort of thing. And that is pretty much how you utilize the database in the IMS. Now, we hope you found this information useful. Should you have any questions or need any further help, you can check the online manual. And, of course, you can always contact us at any time at support@frontrunnerpro.com. Thank you again for your time.